This video, I'm going to show you how to tap into the energy of creating magic in your life. I'm going to show you literally how to become the archetype of what we might call a wizard, and how you can break out of the belief system of everything being so solid and real so that things can become more magic than ever for you. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can tap into the energy of what we call the archetype of a wizard. I'm going to be showing you how things can become more magical in your life. I'm going to show you how to break out of the prison of your own belief systems. Now, before I even get into this video, understand that because we all are a part of the collective consciousness on the planet, because we're all a part of that collective consciousness, whatever we believe to be true is reflected back to us. The thing is, there's so many people in the world that believe things are so solid, fixed, and real, and because in a way we've been led to believe that, we continue to experience a reality that is equal to that prison that we've created. Now, here is the thing. If you've read a book called Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda, he was enlightened, and he talks about his firsthand experiences of going through the process of enlightenment. There's many different stories in that book of him talking to other enlightened gurus, and some of these enlightened gurus could do absolutely magical things. Things like teleport instantly somewhere else. Things like project their consciousness somewhere else, implant ideas in their devotees' minds, different visions they may have, make objects appear instantly, things that we just consider to be absolute magic. Bring people back from the dead, which is in that book as well. And read the book. See if it resonates with you. There's a certain level of authenticity for that book. That book also resonates at over 600 on the levels of consciousness, from 0 to 1,000, which is a very high level of vibration, which means it's an authentic book and it was not meant to mislead anyone. When he talks about his experiences, these enlightened people could do magic. And I believe that it's our natural state. I believe enlightenment is a natural state we get to once we let go of our belief systems. We let go of the seriousness of our own mind. And I believe that every single one of us has the ability to tap into this when we let go of our ego. These enlightened people, they're just embodying their divine self. They're just embodying their magic because they're not tied to any rigid belief system. They're just being in that high frequency. And I believe that all of us can attain that. We just have to let go of the ego more and more. I'm not enlightened, but I do experience magic in my life in many different ways, whether that's synchronicity, whether that's a break in continuity. The more I raise my vibration, the more I experience it. And I believe that you can experience the same thing, but it does require a certain letting go of the belief systems. Now, first off, you may have seen that chart of consciousness that I've shared before. On this chart of consciousness, you will see shame, fear, guilt, anger, neutrality. You'll see that of reasoning, which is the intellect. The 400s is the intellect, the science. 500 is love. Then you have joy, peace, and enlightenment. Love and above is where magic exists. It's everywhere, I guess, but that's where you really realize that magic. But you have to let go of the intellect, the reasoning of trying to understand everything. And when you do, that's where things become magical. I have this saying I say, and the more you realize that your life is magical, the more magical your life becomes. Because all reality is a reflection of us on the inside. And I believe that we have the ability to tap more into this magic. Now, the more you raise your frequency on this scale of consciousness, the more magical your life becomes. That's why the enlightenment level, those enlightened gurus from Autobiography of a Yogi, that's why they could do magical things. Because they were tapped into their own magic. They were embodying a certain level of beingness. And I also want to say as well, when we talk about that of magic, it has to do with divinity. You are a divine being, dreaming that right now you are this mortal human. And the more you realize that you are one with all, everyone's a reflection. You are one with source energy, it's the more your life becomes very magical. Because then you don't have to manifest everything. The universe can manifest it for you. We live in a friendly universe. Just the universe is friendly to our own belief systems. And if we believe things are solid, things are real, things are heavy, things are hard, then we will experience a reality that is equal to that belief. The universe is friendly. It will give us that belief. Now, before I go deeper into this, I want to show you just where I'm at right now, because it's so magical. So that's the Airbnb. I don't know if you can see it right now. That is the Airbnb up there. These are 2 little cottages that are close to the Airbnb that I found. Let me kind of show you around real quick. So this is the porch right here. Just kind of want to show you. This is a very magical place. This is what kind of inspired me. This is a little kitchenette. There's a little room right there that also has an AC, and it has a bathroom. And the showers are outside. The showers are pretty cool, right over here. And yeah, I'm filming this podcast. I just filmed a podcast episode, and right now I'm doing a video. But nonetheless, I've been liking to give more context to these videos, so you can kind of see. You know, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm in this really cool place, but I won't actually talk about it at all. I'm just gonna get straight into the video. Let me like this video if you like it when I show you more around the place that I'm at and give a little bit more context. Like the video if you liked it, comment, let me know. In general though, I wanted to read you this part from this book. It's called Real Magic. Lior recommended this book to me. It's called Real Magic, Ancient Wisdom, Modern Science, and a Guide to the Secret Power of Magic, or something like that. I can't read the rest of it because it's a screenshot, so it kind of cut itself off. So it says, let me read to you this little quote right here. I really like it. It says, "The essence of magic boils down to the application of 2 ordinary mental skills, attention and intention. The strength of the magical outcome is modulated by 4 factors: belief, imagination, emotion, and clarity." That's basically it. It says the ceremonial robes, the somber settings, black candles, secret handshakes, chanting and mantras, those are all things that get us to go beyond our mind to allow the magic into our life. Attention and intention. That's all that's really needed. And a desire to let go of the logical understanding of how all of this happens. So think about this for a minute. Another thing I remembered is in the book, Autobiography of a Yogi, it says, the mind is the welder of muscles. The muscles are held in place from the mind. Here's something else that comes to me. Arnold Schwarzenegger used to work out. He's an Olympia. You guys may have heard of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He used to work out, and he says he would work out and literally imagine that his muscles were growing, getting bigger. He was using his own mind. And if you know and seen Arnold Schwarzenegger talk, he's a very smart, very mentally smart, disciplined person. And I thought about that. I thought, what if, is it that I go to the gym and that I physically work out, and because I'm breaking down the muscle, that then the muscle can then rebuild, and then I get bigger? Is that the case? Maybe. I enjoy working out, and I will continue to work out. But maybe the mind has more of a power over it than we even know. Maybe it's that I believe going to the gym, breaking down my muscle, then rebuilds it to the level that it does. And even now, the logical mind might come in and say, no, that's science. It's proven. And maybe part of it is what we need to justify that belief. However, what quantum physics has showed us is that when you imagine something and something is actually happening, the brain doesn't know the difference. What if it's simply we're giving ourselves more permission to experience that kind of magic in our life? What if it's a little bit of both? But what if the mind has more power over it than we think? That's my feeling about this. It doesn't change any much. I'm still going to go to the gym because I enjoy it. After I record this, I'm probably going to do a workout here. I still believe that, but I enjoy that belief. But what I'm saying is, I think it could have much more than we even know. I think magic just, I think the more we raise our vibration, just the more magical life becomes. The more synchronicity comes into our life. And a lot of it has to do with understanding our own belief systems, being aware of our own belief systems. Our belief systems are on autopilot. And you ever seen, sometimes people get too logical about things. Logic serves a purpose for sure. But and even for me, I know in my own life, the more that I've needed to understand everything, needed to describe everything, needed to explain everything, the more you take magic out of things. Things could just be magical. But we need to understand it all. Then we say, that's not coincidence. This happened because this, and this. This is the cause and effect of reality. But think of it like reality is full of probabilities. Probability increases the more we set intention, just like it says, attention and intention. The more we set intention, and the more we let go of thinking we have to understand like how everything happens. What if we just got into a state of being, of enjoying the moment, of having fun, of having the clarity for the outcome we want to experience, but not needing it to happen in the way the ego thinks? See, the ego keeps things not magical. The ego wants to know it all. The ego wants to have a complete understanding of it all. The ego wants to label and compartmentalize it in our mind, and because of that, we experience more and more limitation. What if experiencing magic was as simple as enjoying life more? Being more present to the moment, emitting a frequency of love, understanding our divinity. I believe that every single one of us are divine spiritual beings living a temporary experience, but we've forgotten our level of divinity. We've forgotten our divinity because we've bought into the story we tell ourselves about being mortal, physical egos. We are spiritual beings having a spiritual experience. And the more we tap into that, the more magical life becomes. Want to know the way that I tap into magic more than ever before? Follow my excitement. Cliche, I know. So cliche. Follow your excitement. But the more I am doing what I love, I'm making a video right now I'm excited about, traveling the world, my vibration continues to increase more and more, the more magical my life has become. But the more I say, nope, there's a logical understanding for this, is the more I butcher that up and the less magical it becomes. You know, I think that movies like Harry Potter, The Matrix, I think the reason they're such phenomenons, people love them so much, is because at a deep level, the philosophy resonates. And I think that there's an infinite number of probable realities that exist, and I think that J.K. Rowling was picking up on a reality that exists, which is closer to our natural state of being. I believe that experiencing magic is actually where we come from. Do we need wands? Probably not. Probably don't even need wands. Maybe a certain reality, we use the wands as a symbol. But maybe that's a reality that exists. That's closer to who we really are. When we come into Earth, we forget who we are. We forget we are eternal spiritual beings having temporary human experiences. And because of that, we experience what we don't want. We experience a level of forgetfulness, a level of logical understanding, a prison of our own belief systems. And we are then less than we actually are. That's why enlightenment is more about becoming more, it's about not becoming anything. It's about letting go of beliefs. It's about letting go of these structures that we create. And the more we do that, the more our vibration increases. And if you haven't checked it out yet, you can go right now to whatsmyvibration.com and you can calibrate your vibration, know where you are. Plus, I'll send you 2 meditations on how to get to the next level of consciousness. And it will help you, and there are 2 premium meditations, by the way. Plus, I'll send you emails going forward as to how to get to the next level. And you learn about your level of vibration from an archetype. There's different archetypes for it. Now, one that I wanted to share with you is a powerful process. It has to do with connecting to an archetype. Now, an archetype, we're all connected to this collective consciousness. And within this collective consciousness, there's the accumulation of the billions of different souls that have been on Earth, that are here now and have been in the past. Now, what happens is there's different frequencies based on different levels of identity. Now, there's the archetype of the fool, the mother, the child, the hero, the villain. All of these are different archetypes. People may find that they start to identify with different archetypes, not knowing subconsciously it has an influence on them. But here's one archetype that I recommend that maybe you connect to in meditation. Let me know below if you want me to make a meditation on connecting to the wizard archetype. I can do that. Let me know in the comment below after I explain this to you. This is what you do. You imagine a wizard. A wizard. The wizard archetype. The magician. The magician or the wizard. And imagine that this magician or wizard is magical. Now imagine that in this meditation, you let go of your self-image and you embody and you channel the energy of a magical wizard, of this divine alchemist, this magician or magic is a part of who you are. Now embody that energy. And imagine, I'd recommend as well being a divine wizard, because you are divine. And the more you tap into that divine energy, the higher, more pure that energy is. Sometimes wizards might be evil, like Voldemort, where they want power. They want to control people. But what I'm saying is you can let that go and you can just, the benefit for all. Be more like Harry Potter, okay? Now, imagine the thought process that you'd have. Imagine the emotions you would have. And channel that energy. Imagine it coming into you. Imagine that's part of your identity. And imagine that that's who you are now. And as you soak in that vibration, feel what that's like. And realize that the wizard lives within you. Because we are all infinite spiritual beings. We just decided at a certain point in our past that, nope, I'm just this limited little ego inside this little prison of belief system box. This is who I am. Maybe we say that unconsciously. But the key is becoming free. And one of the ways we become free is by understanding that we are divine wizards. We are alchemists. This is who we are. Now, this is what the video is about today, is understanding who you really are, that you are a divine alchemist. You are a wizard. And all you have to do is detach from the belief system you have about everything being solid and open yourself up to more magic in your life. Right now, here's what I recommend you do. Set the intention that over the next week, you experience something that is a clear sign that you are magical. A clear sign that you are magical. Set that intention. And be aware that there's something that's going to come into your mind, some belief. Just set the intention that you know something's going to happen that proves to you that you are magical, that the reality can be miraculous. Set that intention and let it go, and know in a week from now you will experience that, and watch what happens. That in of itself is extraordinarily powerful, because the power is really within you and how much permission you're going to give yourself. You don't need to put on some fancy robes. You can if it makes you feel more magical. You don't need a little magic wand. You don't need black candles. You don't need some Ouija board, whatever they call that thing. You don't need any of that. You just tap into the magic that's already within you. All that does anyway is get you beyond your mind and into a state of uncertainty where anything can happen. Anything can happen. Understand that the more you tap into that, the more magical life becomes. So, let me know what you think of this video. Like this video. Go to whatsmyvibration.com to calibrate your vibration if you haven't already. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace, much love, and namaste.